Hello and good day, everyone. I remain Godswill and I welcome you back to Godswill Cyber Talk and Life Hack channel, where we learn everything about the entry role of cybersecurity through SOC Operation Center's Level 1 Analyst pathway using TryHackMe and everything within TryHackMe. So without much further ado, let's move to the topic of today. Today, we will be talking about SOC Level 1 Alert Triaging. And without much further ado, let us move down to the introduction. An alert is a core concept for any SOC team, and knowing how to handle it properly ultimately decides whether the security breach is detected, prevented, or missed and devastating. If you are still watching, remember to like, subscribe, and share to reach other learners and help solve people's problem in the pathway to SAL1 certification. So our learning objective for today is first, familiarize ourselves with the concept of SOC alert. Also, explore alert field, statuses and classification, and also learn how to perform alert triaging as a level 1 analyst, and also practice with real alert and SOC workflow. Then the last, prepare for SOC Simulator and SAL1 certification. Without much further ado, we open our dashboard and also come back to answer the first question. We move to the second task, which is the event and alert. What are events? Events are occurrences, happenings within our network or our organization. Now, what is alert? Alerts are promptings. Alerts are messages. Alerts are signals that has been raised from our SIM tool to let us know the event or the happenings that is going on within the network or within our different organizations. So it is the duty of the level 1 analyst to be able to understand this alert and be able to rightly divide by triaging so that potential threats and incidents will not be missed, or so that potential dangers will not be overlooked. So your ability to triage as a level 1 analyst goes a long way. Let's look at the first write-up here. From events to alert. First, an event must occur, such as a login, a process launch, or a download. Then the system, like your OS, a firewall, or a cloud provider, must log the event. After that, all system logs must be shipped to a solution like SIM or EDR. The SOC team can receive millions of logs per day. Where most of the events are expected, some require attention. So alerts are notifications generated by a security solution when a specific event or sequence of events occurs. This is what saves analysts from manual log review. So now let's look at alert management platforms. We have a table here: solution, example, and description. So for SIM system, we have the Splunk and the Elastic. What do they do? The SIM have solid alert management capabilities and are perfect for most SOC team. So for EDR or NDR, we have the Microsoft Defender and the CrowdStrike. What do they do? While EDR and NDR provide their own alert dashboard, it is preferred to use a SIM or a SAW. SAW system, we have the Splunk SAW and we have the Cortex SAW. So for the description, bigger SOC teams can use SAW to aggregate and centralize alerts from multiple solutions. Now we look at the ITSM system. examples, we have the Jira and the Hive. What are the description? Some teams may have a custom ticket management set up using a dedicated system. The Jira and the Hive, they are custom ticket management that raises tickets or that raises alerts as a ticket for the analyst to investigate on. We move to the next learning. L1 role in alert triaging. This simply means what are the roles of level 1 analyst in alert triaging? SOC analyst level 1. Now let's look at L1 role in alert triaging. SOC level 1 analysts are the first line of defense. They are the ones who work with alerts depending on various factors. L1 may receive 0 to 100 alerts a day. Now, 0 to 100 alerts a day depends on the size of your company, network, and organization. So the L1 analyst reviews the alert, distinguish bad from good, notify L2 in case of real threat. Now, what is the job of the L2? The L2 receive the alert escalated by L1 analyst and perform deeper analysis and remediation. Let's look at the SOC engineers. They ensure alerts contain enough information required to efficiently triage that alert. We talk about the SOC manager. They track speed and quality of alert triage to ensure that the real attack won't be missed. Let us answer the questions below. What is the number of alerts you see in the SOC dashboard? We open our SOC dashboard once again and we look at the alert. How many alerts do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer here is going to be 5. The second question there is, what is the name of the most recent alert you see? Now we are on our dashboard. We are to use our timestamp to see the most recent alert. March 21st, 2025 at 13:58 GMT. What is the name? We have double extension file creation. We can copy this, go back and paste. Then we click up. Now looking at task 3, here we are going to learn alert properties. What are the alert properties? Number 1, we have the time. 2, we have the name. 3, we have the severity. 4, we have the status. 5, the verdict. 6, we have the assignee. 7, we have the description. And number 8, we have other properties. So I will just briefly explain this so that we can move further. Our time is the timestamp that shows the occurrence of the event. This is the name used to identify the occurrence that happened. Severity, how severe or how dangerous is this event? Then status, has the event been looked or has somebody picked it up to triage it? The verdict, after we triage, what is our verdict? Is it true positive or false positive? Assignee, who treated the alert? For the number 7, description, what is the criteria or the rules guiding that event that made it suspicious? Or what are the details within that event? While number 8, they are other properties such as registry, domain, hashes that can be used to verify the legitimacy of that event, whether it will lead us to a true positive or a false positive. So without further ado, we will go down to our questions. The first question here says, what was the verdict of the unusual VPN login location alert? So we come down to our dashboard and we look for the name unusual VPN login location. What is the verdict? The verdict is what? We see that it is what? False positive. So we copy this, we come back and we paste it here. We move to the next question. What user was mentioned in the unusual VPN login location? Source user is what? M. Clark. We copy this and we paste here. So we move to the next task, which is task 4, alert prioritization. This simply means the process of deciding which alert to take. It is crucial to ensure timely detection of a threat, especially with many alert queues. So how do we decide the first or the second or the third or the most important to take? Here are how we can go about it. We pick the right alert using these 3 methods. Number 1, we filter the alert. Number 2, we sort by the severity. Number 3, we sort by time. Now, there is a principle called first in and first out, meaning you should pick the first alert according to the time. To filter alert, make sure you don't take alerts that other analysts have already taken and reviewed. Sorting by severity, this simply means you starting with the critical alert, then high, then medium, and finally the low, according to the level of severity. Number 3, sort by time. Start with the oldest alert and end with the newest. This is the principle of first in, first out. Let's look at our questions below. Should you first prioritize medium over low severity alerts? Yes, the answer is yay. The second question, should you first take the newest alert and then the older alert? No, which is nay. Remember the first in, first out principle. And also the last alert, assign yourself to the first priority alert and change the status to in progress. The name of your selected alert will be the answer of the question. So when we come here, we are going to look at the highest severity of all the alerts, which is the critical. Now, they say we should make it in progress for the status, and we should put our name, we should put ourselves, assign it to ourselves. Then, what is the name of that file we are assigning to ourselves? Potential data extraction. So we copy this, we come here, and we paste. Now we move to task 5, which is alert triage. Now we can see we have a flow chart on our screen, and I'll try as much as possible to be fast in explaining this flow chart. First step is to prioritize the alert and select first, meaning you prioritize, you assign it to yourself and see the severity of that alert. Then number 2, we said assign the alert to yourself. Like I said in the first, assign the alert to yourself. After you check the severity of the alert, you assign that alert to yourself. Then you move the alert to in progress because you are working on it. Then the next one, you read the name and the description of the alert. And there you move further to note alert field, meaning the field that is being affected. Example, we have the users. Then from there, you can now say, is alert workbook in place? Yes and no. If yes, you follow the workbook. If no, you investigate the activity in the SIM. After that, you make your final verdict on that alert, whether it is true positive or false positive. Then also you move down to, do you want to escalate? If it is something that you want to escalate, you escalate. If it is something that you feel does not need escalation, you close the alert. Then same cycle repeatedly for new alert. So for the initial action, like I explained before, is you prioritize the alert and you select first. Remember, first principle, first in, first out. So let's answer the questions below. Which flag did you receive after you correctly triaged the first priority alerts? We are going to be looking at the severity. So for severity, we are looking at the critical, which is potential data exfiltration. So for us to do that, let us look at what is entailed in that alert. So from here, we have the detection rule, the description, we have the destination, we have the source IP, the network, the data sets, and the data received. But if you check critically, we don't have anything that can help us confirm this except from the IP. So we are to copy this. We have a tool called VirusTotal that we can check IPs and other things. So I copy, I paste here, and I run it. VirusTotal has shown us that it is 0 out of 93, meaning the IP address is clean. So for us to be able to triage this, we can come here, assign it to yourself first to show that you are the one working on it. Then you put it in progress. Then also your verdict, since it is 0 out of 93, we can say false positive. Then we save. So for us to be able to triage faster, copy everything that you have here. Because we are new, that's why I'm doing this anyway. So we can now start our write-up to say on March 21st at 10:30, the detection rule flagged the following as potential data exfiltration. This is a Zoom meeting file data transfer. So now that we have this, we can change this to closed and save. We have something here, we copy and we come here and we paste. So this is our first one. We are done with it. Which flag did you receive after you correctly triaged the second priority alert? Now, in second priority alert, we are going to be looking at the double extension file creation. Now, in this part, we are going to analyze and check the properties. We have the description, why it was flagged, the host, the process name, the process user, the target file, the file MOTW, which is the website where that file is being downloaded from, then the file hash. So first and foremost, let's start with the file hash. We copy this. When we copy this, we come to VirusTotal and we paste and run. Now that we paste and run, we can see that VirusTotal has flagged that 49 out of 72, meaning it is malicious. It has a Trojan or a malicious link that can harm. So what do we do now? Let us move to triaging everything that we have seen now. And in doing that, we click on edit, we put it in progress, we say true positive, you assign it to yourself, and you paste everything that you have there. We can write up something meaningful because this is what will actually give the reason you are analyzing this file as a SOC Level 1 analyst. So in doing this, always start with your time stamp. On March 21st at 1:58, it was flagged that there was an event of double extension file creation using the following below. So at the end, now that we have done this, at the end, we can now say VirusTotal flagged the file hash at 49 of 72. This gives possible evidence of a malware or threat. So we can just use this. And now we have our flag. We copy and paste. And so for the third one, which flag did you receive after you correctly triage the alert? So now let's move to the third one. The third one is the low severity. What do? Same routine. We look at the description, URL, will user, host, network. First thing we do, the only artifact for us to verify here is the URL. We copy the URL, go to virus total, and paste it and see if it flags anything. So we have 0 here. Now that we have 0 here, we can make a good write-up. In making a good write-up, we can click on edit. We come to in progress. We say false positive. Here we assign. Then we paste. What do? First thing, we start with our time. On March 21st, at what time? 13, it was flagged that there could be a malicious download using VPN and giving the following below. So the description that we have now, we can rearrange it. So at this point, you can now say this is an IT staff using VPN remotely. Remember, this is just a rough sketch that we are writing up. We can write anything because we are still learning. When it comes to the real world aspect, there are so many things we can do better. Now that we are done, we move this to close, then we close this and we get a flag. Now that we have a flag, we copy, we come here, we paste, then we check our ads. So in conclusion, I will encourage you to look at more alerts, learn more alerts, learn how to investigate more alerts, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow. And also preach the gospel of cybersecurity using TryHackMe. Once again, I thank you for watching Godswill, Cyber Talk, and Life Hack channel. Have a nice day.